Hi there, it's Grant here from the Investment of a Decade, and today I've got a really interesting email to share with you from Teeka Tiwari. Now, Teeka Tiwari in this email reveals the hottest investment trend in the US, and big spoiler alert, it is not crypto. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of flick through this article to show you, and it's definitely quite eye-opening, and when you see the reveal, it actually does make sense. So let's get on with the video. So it says, according to Fortune, more than 80% of venture capital and private equity firms say they plan to raise capital in 2022. That's up 75% in 2021. And the amount of money they're raising is increasing. In 2021, private equity funds raised at least $733 billion globally, surpassing every previous year on record. This year, they're focused on to raise $952 billion. So I'm not going to read it word for word because I don't want to bore you. So basically, it says in 2021, the pace of new unicorns, a private company that reaches a $1 billion valuation, increased considerably, reaching an average of 2 new unicorns minted per day. And I expect that activity to increase this year. That begs the question, where are all these unicorns coming from? The answer is clean energy. So basically, there's a huge clamour from companies to find solutions to clean energy because we're facing a climate crisis. So it makes complete sense that companies and eco companies and technology companies are trying to sort of solve the clean energy sort of problem, so we can basically save the planet. Is huge, and this according to Teeka is the hottest investment trend in the United States right now. So, and he goes on to say renewables will heat up in 2022. So here we go. I'm just going to flick through this for you. It says, before any bias you might have about clean energy comes rushing out, let me be clear. Today's clean energy industry is different. The smartest minds in technology are working in it, and the smartest minds in finance are investing in it. Larry Fink is the CEO of BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world with $10 trillion in assets under management. Here's an expert from his annual letter published in January 2022. The next 1,000 unicorns won't be search engines or social media companies. They'll be sustainable, scalable innovators, startups that will help the world decarbonize and make the energy transition affordable for all consumers. So kind of think about that for a minute. And Teeka goes on to say, Fink is one of the wealthiest, most well-connected men on the planet. He's not the starry-eyed kid or tree hugger who wants to change the world. This is one of the most influential money men on the planet. He goes to bed thinking about money. He wakes up thinking about money. And he knows there's a stadium-sized stack of money to be made in clean energy technology. And according to Allied Market Research, the 2020 value of renewable energy was $881 billion, projected to reach nearly $2 trillion by 2030. Renewable stocks are outperforming the broader market, returning approximately 159% since the end of 2019 compared to the S&P's 529% with the same span. But it's the same private market we stand to make the biggest gains from a clean energy trend. So I'm not going to read it out word for word. So basically, he says invest like a Wall Street titan on a Main Street budget. So I'm just going to flick through this here. Basically, he goes on to say it is really, really hard to get hold, of the best deals. Because, Teeka goes on to say that, he's fortunate enough to mix with all of the top people in finance, hence why he sort of hears about all of these deals. But at the end of it, let me just try and find it here. There's basically a company that sort of, let me just find this here for you. And here he goes on saying, recently I've uncovered what I believe could be the next unicorn in the clean energy space. This company is in the American heartland, says it's found a way to produce environmentally friendly oil without drilling or fracking. After vetting it, Wall Street powerhouse JP Morgan cut a check to be its largest stakeholder. I'm talking about the biggest bank in the United States. JP Morgan is behind some of the biggest private deals, including Facebook, Tesla, and EV maker Rivian. And some of its deals have returned 47x, 100x, and even 159x. That last one is enough to turn $1,000 into $160,000. And today you can get a seat at the table of one of Wall Street's most powerful firms, and on the same terms. Right now, shares are going for about $125 a piece, and you can get in for as little as $500. Shares in private deals are strictly limited. Once mainstream finalists catch wind of this opportunity, I don't expect it to be open for long. And remember, regardless of what you think about clean energy, it's the hottest investment trend in the US right now. Avoiding these investments will become, because of personal bias, not only hurts your financial future. So there you go. Hopefully you found that useful. So looks like renewable energy and clean energy is going to be one of the hottest trends, certainly in 2022 and probably beyond, because the energy crisis in the world, we've got to decarbonize because we're facing a climate crisis. So a lot of tech companies, a lot of smart people, a lot of money men really trying to push for solutions to this big sort of energy problem to become carbon neutral and make energy more eco-friendly and cost efficient for the consumer. So there we go. Hope you found that useful. Yeah. So anyway, all I'll do is, by finishing, if you like Teeka's advice and you want to know more in-depth research about all of the clean energy, crypto and everything else, I can highly recommend his Palm Beach letter. I've been a member of his Palm Beach letter now for 18 months. Love it. Learn a lot. And I get a lot of research and inside information about opportunities like this that I wouldn't hear about anywhere else. If you want to take a look at his Palm Beach letter, I'll leave a link below. If you want to join, you can get 75% off today. And you can join for just $49. And you can get all of his research and all of his topics. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. Hope you found this useful today. And I'll speak to you soon.